Welcome Cindy, Michelle, Janini, Denise, Gloria, Katie, Mona, Moon, Louise, Anne. Now it's up to you all. Catherine, if you wish to be live on the screen, you can be, but if you don't, that's fine. Just turn your video off and you can be in peace, just embracing and enjoying. So it's totally up to you whether you wish to join us in video form or you wish to turn your video off, and you will find that in your dashboard. Turn the volume up high. Okay, is that better, Gloria? I'll sit slightly closer to the microphone. Fantastic, thank you. We just use these first couple of minutes to try to sort out the technical side of it. And as I've said, everybody, if you wish to join me live through video, you can, but if you don't wish to, just turn your video off if you wish to remain behind your veils. All is well. Welcome. I actually thought that this was the perfect time for us to come together in ceremony, because we've had a momentous week, particularly for our American friends. So let's open sacred space to the Great Spirit, first in all things, creator of all of life, who was and is and who always will be, who within the immensity of all of creation is uniquely present here and now in this moment. Come to your heart and face the east if you can, to the quiet coming of a new dawn, to the joyous breaking forth of spring, to the place, the birth and rebirth and the beginning of life. We call upon the winds of the east. And to your heart. Now to the south. The high heat of the warming sun, the flowering warmth of summer, the place of fertility, to the fullness of all of life. Aho. To the west, to the quiet peace of the evening, the changing colours of the fall, the place of harvest and gathering of life. Aho. And to the north, to the clear darkness of sky, to the deep cold of winter, to the place of death and purification and transformation of all of life. And to our Earth Mother, the ever-constant giver of life, from whom all things draw sustenance, who in the greatness of her family offers blessings and freedoms to all of her people, the stone people, the Finn, the Third, the creepy crawlers, to all of us. And to these directions, together, we make up the oneness with God, Goddess, with all of creation. We come together at Heart Center, offering praise and thanksgiving. And we ask these things with an open heart made strong with love, to an open mind made wise and clear with understanding, to a life lived with courage and compassion in the fulfillment of our unique spiritual pathway. As we come together in either prayer position, Anjali Mudra, hands over our heart chakra, or left hand down, right hand up. Many of our friends are facing difficult times in the world, and the greatest lesson I have learnt so far is to exist within my heart. This is a lifelong practice for me because, like many, I was not taught to inhabit my heart space. I was taught to externalize. On a physical level, we are not doing well in our hearts. And this is evidenced by the stark reality that heart disease is in fact the leading cause of death globally. This high incidence of disease points to a deeper situation in the heart, But in order to become more open, to be more the possibilities of the profoundness of heart healing, we need to come to our heart to access that healing. We need to open our minds to a more energetic, metaphysical interpretation of what our heart is and what it does. Ancestrally, our hearts held a much higher evolutionary significance. As our consciousness split, Cartesian theory, we moved from inhabiting our hearts to glorifying our minds. And perhaps this disconnect can illuminate some clues for us as we reach out with each other and reclaim balance in our hearts, ourselves, and our world. Vibrationally, my friends, our heart contains the strongest electromagnetic field of any organ in the body. Transference of heart energy occurs in close proximity with each other, with animals, with trees, and if we apply theories of quantum entanglement and wave function, which the ancient yogis knew so well, this energy translates and it resonates beyond space and time as we know. The plants know it, the elements know it, and all of this has a positive effect on our hearts. For the interconnectedness of life, the organic balanced nature engenders. In both traditional Chinese and Tibetan medicines, the heart is the mind. In the TCM, grief is stored in our lungs and closely related to the heart. And for the Americans, the Hopi say harmony is the heartbeat of resonance with others and our Earth Mother. Our freedom is tied to our heart, and freedom is unique for every single one of us, and we are linked and need to know that. And the price of our freedom varies for each of us. But know that you have choices in what you think, what you feel, what you believe, and how you want to be. The inability to see choice is that unconscious yuckiness of the fear-based toxic masculine that helps to keep us disconnected and disempowered. It's time for us to reach that back. Our freedom depends largely on our ability to love unconditionally. Unconditional love means loving without circumstance and particularly without codependence. And it can take different forms, from leaving a toxic relationship to taking more care of you, your unique you. And it doesn't stop there, because if you really want to be free, you've got to love yourself no matter what, and love all beings no matter what. Tall order? Maybe. Impossible? No. So while we are conditioned to be in separation, only our plants and our animal friends hold unconditional love for all of life, and they are holding us. And there are people who you know who radiate unconditional love. And when you're in their company, your heart relaxes and feels open. And my heart can feel so free when I'm with people and animals like our beautiful little red cloud kelpie. She just loves me unconditionally. And this makes my heart feel free. And when I'm walking in our bush. So can you right now think of anyone or thing that loves you unconditionally? Maybe a pet, a tree, a flower, a person. What if you loved all of your uncomfortable parts, your illnesses, the bits that don't work so well, your neuroses? Try loving them. Our heart chakra is a bridge, as you know. It is the link for our soul and our physical human form. And our heart chakra leads us towards security, towards groundedness and love. It is the seat of our connection to the wisdom of the universe. And it is the power from which our souls experience this, being human here in this lifetime. Our heart chakra area rules our chest, our lungs, our circulatory system, our breast, and it's closely linked with our relationships, our ability to give and receive love, compassion, self-love, generosity, just how interconnected we all are. We are aiming for a healthy, open, clear heart chakra that has the potential to fill us with the vital life force of energy. My friends, when we have questions about life, our direction and soul, it's our heart chakra that gives us the answers. Our heart centers are where we discover the truth of what our soul's desires are and matches them with our human needs and wants. So know that the heart chakra is represented by a 6-pointed star, 2 triangles. One points up, the other points down. The upward one represents our needs to rise up, to become conscious as we elevate our lives, breathing in positive energy. Every single one of us on this journey has a different lesson. And as individual souls, we know that we need to rise up and to improve our life. But we also have the downward triangle. And this is the representation of the universal source that is flowing into us. It's symbolic of our needs to ground in this lifetime and to be uniquely human. To balance that beautiful relationship between soul and human form. When our heart chakras are open and in alignment, we feel loving, confident, full of profound, deep purpose and inspiration. And others can reach out and feel our love and sense the peace around us. However, the opposite side of that, which many have been feeling, is grieving and sad, disappointed, disheartened, jaded. And it can be because our heart chakra is blocked or closed down. Or maybe you've just had a relationship breakup, heartache, that also causes our heart chakra to break down. Betrayal, pain, all these losses cause our hearts to build up a shell, a protective shell. However, if this is left unchecked and not dealt with sensitively, our heart can remain blocked, which is why we are all here today, because giving and receiving the wonder and beauty of love is a blessing for us all. So I would like you to think of your heart chakra as a beacon of light, a form of energy that is pure love. And when that loving energy no longer flows freely, you may feel it physically or mentally or emotionally on many levels. So I hope you managed to get a bowl of water, but if you didn't, that's okay, because right here and now, we're going to together engage in a heart breathing ritual. If you have your bowl, sit comfortably. If you can, dip your flowers into your water. Here's mine. And touch your eyes. And closing them down, looking through your ancient eyes. Just little swirls with your fingers around your third eye area. Now dip your fingers into your water. Place them over your belly area. And again, circling around your belly area. Dip your fingers and come to your heart space, circling around your heart in the middle of your sternum, the heart chakra. Left hand down, right hand over your heart. See if you can imagine a rose, a pink, beautiful rose, and feel the breath moving in and out of your heart, not forcing the air, simply allowing it to move. See if you can sense how your heart is feeling in the front of the heart. The back of the heart. the sides of your heart. How does your heart feel with your awareness focused on it? If it's okay, allow whatever's rising in you. Witness it without judgment. Just let feelings come and go through your heart. Now see the rose turning into a bright, green, vibrant light. For green is the color of our heart chakra. See this rose-infused green flowing out from your heart. With every inhalation, imagine it expanding until it begins to encompass your entire body. Now I invite you to make circular motions with your hand over your heart, anti-clockwise, circling your hand to your right, around and around. This is a symbolic cleansing and releasing of any blocks in your heart chakra. See your heart chakra as a green glowing light growing brighter. Be conscious of whatever arises for you. Now we're going to move our hand in the opposite direction, counterclockwise, opening our heart chakra further now that it has been cleansed. In your mind, see your heart as bright and glowing more and more with your circling hand. Picture it as a flower of opening petals. Let this fill you with feelings of compassion, love, understanding, acceptance, forgiveness for yourself and others. You may wish to whisper an affirmation out loud or quietly to yourself. Something simple as, I accept every part of myself, or even simpler, I am love. Once you feel complete, I invite you to open your eyes. How does this feel? What's present and moving in your heart space now? Simply allowing your breath to rise and fall, looking around. As we come together, we close our sacred space. We feel our feet on the ground as we thank our Earth Mother for the great gifts of this incarnation living here at this time. We thank the North, the Night, the Pentacle, the Star. We thank the West, the watery wombs of life. We thank the South, the glorious fires that ignite our souls. We thank the East, that place of the rising sun. As we raise above, we thank Great Spirit, our star nation, star brothers and sisters, for allowing us the dance of this life at this time. Aho. And we bring this down to radiate through our beautiful, wide, open heart. Aho.